once more with vill'n. Okay. And we're back. That was scary, I know. Let's get more games. Sure, fog game. We got Shu level 3 playing Fog live. I wish we could watch it. I mean, we can look at it. Sammy versus Jess on advanced.net. I mean, it looks pretty even. Pretty rare to see Shu level 3 playing games. More chill. Standard. We got Kindle versus Kindle, or Adder versus. You can see what the Kindle versus Kindle is up to. We just saw a Jagger. Come on. Okay. Alright, Black Mantis. I'll make you the penguins. Because that's the darker color. And Docile Pup. We back. It was a chest that gave you my stream an F, not you. Let me double check that. No, that was you. A chest would never do that to me. Welcome back, everybody. Go7, King of the Penguins here. I believe in you and also the stream. So let's get back to stability and chilling with some more relaxing Advanced Wars by Web games. Here we go. It was an F to pay respects. Classic. Who doesn't like fighting Kindle versus Kindle? Cities are lava. You both want to be on your cities so your opponent can't use them, but you don't want to be on your cities, then you get hit by urban blights. Now, it kind of looks like Black Mantis is in a tough spot here. Behind in unit count. Tiny bit unit count. But not so bad. Still in the game. Chillin' and vibin'. Hey, Dark Rider. Congratulations on your win. How did Jugger feel to play? It'll break through over here, although I mean, there will be a possibility of something. Like a casino. Rachel does tend to be a better pick for live, but so is Kindle. Can't believe no one captured a lab yet. That's a really safe lab, too. Fluffy already has to go to sleep. You're taking classes way too close to your bedtime. Head is swimming. That's definitely the time to go to bed. Well, yeah, well, you were attacking with a 5 health infantry. It's the 4 health that are guaranteed. Have a good night, Starbright. Time zones exist. During the Jugger normal power, though, I would definitely use the vehicle. You go vehicle hit first, and then you follow up with infantry hits. Antarctica has not been kind. What are you talking? Antarctica is super kind. Yeah, Lexios are a little wonky for sure. Let's see if Black Mantis wants to try. Definitely not a pretty thing to do. I met with a Wi-Fi. Your rival. The advanced warrior, your rival. Oh, I didn't know you guys were rivals. Oh, dang. But you guys can always fight it out live on stream if you'd like. What's your hot take on Lexio's Advanced Warrior? Fluffy, we all know your rivals Poland, even if Poland tries to insist that they're not. Fluffy has a punching bag? Black Mantis base skipping. Daring. Your rival is normal mode Advanced Wars 1 Olaf? He knows what you did. Doesn't even have Winter Fury. Advanced Warrior, use your punching bag? Must never do unfair unit matchups when using Luxio powers. Oh, yeah. That is... I don't know if there's a hot take, but that's definitely true. You don't want to do... You don't want to purely rely on the luck. You can go for the luck rolls if the counterattack damage isn't so bad. So you like knock the tank down to 5 or 4, now you start sending damage. Unless you're desperate. I mean, lots of people have lost as Nell. I keep telling you, Nell feels awful to play. Yeah, you wouldn't throw infantry into an anti-air unless you were desperate. At least in that case, though, for the most part, your infantry will die and leave the spot open. But tank into anti-air would be a lot better. And also with Jugger in particular, you usually want your anti-airs to attack before you use your power, because the increased negative luck range can cause them to miss guaranteed when they KO. which would be very nice. Quite the wall of tanks. He definitely has to. Well, Black Mantas would really like to have the Kindle power here. Very easy to get. You can try and sack the 4th and 8th. Finish it off here. But we do have Docile Pup's got a nice artillery placed here to keep us tough. If this was you don't have to be super lucky. If it's Von Bolt versus Von Bolt, this like almost always works. Kindle versus Kindle with 1 comm tower. You're a pretty healthy 4. So less likely to work. I think it's likely to. Like so. You always think of breakthroughs even if they are bad, so you don't have to waste time thinking on them. This backwards logic works somehow, trust you? That doesn't make any sense. How can you think of... If you're trying to not spend time thinking of breakthroughs, why would thinking of breakthroughs help with that? Isn't that guarantee you're always going to waste time thinking on breakthroughs? Oh. That's just, in theory, that's what you're supposed to always do anyway, is to think on your opponent's turn. Just use anti-air. The wall of tanks is proving too difficult to deal with, it looks like. You need to envision the breakthrough you want, put it on your dream board and claim it, then watch your opponent's 1 health infantry kill your 1 health infantry on the counterattack. You know, it's because you forgot to manifest your breakthrough. You have to manifest it. Dream board's not enough. I'm gonna go for the hit on the artillery. You like Kindle's position better? Fancy that? Black Manta's going for the power. This is kind of just an attack to get the power off, sadly. Because it gets wrecked by the artillery. It does help preserve the tank health over here. Well, yes, in general, you do not want to use Kindle's power as global damage. Usually want to save it so you can actually use it for the firepower boost. I mean, you can definitely use it just for stats, too, which might have been what this was about. It did okay damage. I think it was just trying to preserve. Zone units. Specifically, like over here. High society or bust. Okay. Docile pup might just kind of stand here very docilely. Only good damage urban blights are cap advantage before day 30. I don't understand what you're saying. Urban blights are very good if you can disrupt your opponent's capture phase, but before day 30 is the whole game in live play. I'll get a little surprised on my games page. Oh. You're talking about the surprise. Oh. The Smacky Cup 1 final has started. That took a while. I'm against Swag Master, apparently. Swag Master. Well, usually, if you can interrupt a ton of captures, it's good use. If interrupting their capture lets you permanently interrupt the capture, that's great. Have fun, every birdie. You're building a wizard's tower for your D&D group? That's awesome. Live games can also do that, or you can play like Fluffy and continue fighting even after Poland occupies both of your bases. That's hardcore fighting to the end. Looks like Docile Pup is going to be docile. Yeah, head on out advance. Vill'n almost won you that game with both of your bases occupied? Good night, advance right now. That is impressive. I'm not quite sure what Docile Pup's plan is here. Just kind of have a wall at the base. It does seem like Black Mantis might be a little overextended. The base is right here. Usually if your opponent is knocking on your base, you can tech up to scare them off. Because it will take them a while to respond to the tech up. Docile Pup is down to 1:42. That seems like a very unsafe place for that infantry to be. Black Manta's attacking in. Well, we might see a high society. We're gonna have the tank on the base. That'll be a painful attack. Docile Pup might timeout. Ooh, I do like the reinforcing tanks for this though. I do. I have to hydrate. I should mute the. I mean, I probably should mute the microphone whenever I go for a drink. I don't even know what it sounds like to you guys. Glug, glug, glug. That's quite the attack. It'll be a bloody turn. Do you guys think it's going to be Urban Blight or High Society that Docile Pup uses here? Instant Urban Blight. High Society is so close. Black Mantis is getting off of all the properties. I don't think Urban Blight's going to be well. Yeah, I think this is... Although Docile Pup's down to low time, so maybe Urban Blight will get popped just as a panic. What's up, Advanced Warrior? I thought you were going to bed. Share on what map? This map? You don't think it's worth popping the super? We have a Neo tank built. Yeah, that one anti-air is definitely a dangerous situation. Could High Society go kill it? Oh, well, sure. Sure, Advanced Warrior. How did your game on the... I assume you're talking about the Smacky... I haven't seen the map yet. Hope your game went well. Docile Pup doesn't have a ton of time. Docile Pup takes after me, you know? You just think, and then in the last 10 seconds, you do stuff. Oh, okay, we have an attack. We have the super available. Still have the super available. Okay, use it. Yes, the broken pipe seam does count as a plane. Oh. I thought we were going to break through this infantry. Have this tank hit the anti-air. Very weird for this artillery to end up shooting infantry, but okay. Oh, snap. Copter go kills Copter. They were Copter chained. So we're gonna have to back this up. Well, Black Mantis might not be able to high society back. This does kind of look like Black Mantis can break through here. Then we got the medium tank. Ooh, you got this, Mega Man Zero. Good luck. Your practice game and official game, your HP. Good to know. So, up. Back in up. Does look like a pretty dead artillery. Oh, thank you, Advanced Warrior. I will need it. Sounds like the swag guy is really good. Ooh, Docile Pup ran out of time. Base skips. We do have the Snap Urban Blight. Sure. Oh, wait. Okay. Going for the pressure. Gotta reach the copter. Okay, we get a copter tank attack here. There's a big block up here. We might have a guaranteed. I don't think so. I think that, I mean, the medium tank's gotta be strong enough to break through, right? Maybe not. Can't let the 3 health copter here. You know, I kind of want to have the tank fight over here. I understand. I don't know if it will be unstoppable next turn. Looks like we're gonna let the copter go. Might be unstoppable. Depends on how much charge Docile Pup can get. Does force some bad attacks. Oof. That hurts a lot. I can't just stand up 40 seconds. Start swinging your tanks straight down here. $50, $14, $13, $12, $10, $9, $5. Build something? 3, 2, 1, 0 ran at a time. Not quite sure what they were thinking about at the end there. Try to refresh. There we go. 12K in the bank. Painful. Docile Pup hasn't done anything. 30 seconds have gone by. Docile Pup's gotta take some heart in the fact that neither of these bases produced anything. I think you kind of send everything over here. It's the minute. Medium tank goes in for the interrupt. It is outside of this Neo tank's range currently because of this forest. It does look like, oh my gosh, well, there's going to be a lot of free hits that Black Mantis gets against all the units. It's just kind of backed up. Another medium tank going. Seconds. I just need to send everything. Either that recharge the opponent's HQ and hope they run out of time too. Okay. There, it does cover them. The join cap is for sure happening. It's in range of a 3 health artillery. It is in range of an artillery. Join cap. New tank very daringly standing next to that city. It's a rogue boosted artillery. It is knocked down to 7 requirements, so an Urban Blight alone would not be enough to interrupt. Luffy, I do agree with your play. It's the best music. See, that's definitely a good song. Black Mantis, 21 seconds left. Gain in time. Go with that copter. It really hurts that these units just stayed over here. It's just the Urban Blight. You can also join tanks together over here, like the 8 and the 9 health. Build something beefier than the medium tank. I know almost all 3 are in range of artillery. Now the units start coming down. A little late. Might make it in time. You guys should really have attacked from here so that they'd have access to the river tile next turn. True, if the artillery... Well, if the artillery was on the city, though, it would have been hit by the urban blight. It would have its own urban blight powered attack, so, you know. You win some, you lose some, for sure. It's probably strong enough to take this guy out. So many just tanks just sitting around here. I think that Black Mantis probably the case. This docile pop doesn't have time. Pop another. So we're gonna join cap this. Or health tank turn this kid. Or something else can do something. Yeah, that's looking mighty. Tank survives at 1. The infantry go hunted down. You can try and get the kill. Probably thinks I got max roll or something. Balls. Okay. Don't know how docile pop can hold this. Kind of need to have the anti-air strike plus something else, but yeah, I don't see it breakthrough. That's GG. I think docile pop was in a stronger position, but was just a little too docile. So very well done by Black Mantis to break through, get the HQ cap over multiple turns, especially with the time pressure on both players. Very difficult. Chesco? Sure. We have Chesco versus Inu the Tengu. I would say that Jess is definitely favored in this matchup because her vehicles get a movement boost against Grims, and her weaker infantry aren't that big of a weakness when Grim's negative defense is kind of more than making up. I don't know about going with these recons against Grim. That's not usually advised because Grim can just one-shot them. Or this double base skip for a tank. especially early on. That's a painful base skip. Day 6 double base skip. Ouch. Hello. Saw yourself on the live game list. Did I miss you? Tengu rushing forward here. You see another double base skip tank? That would be... Yeah, give it a try. We don't see double base skip tank this time. One on the move. Unfortunately being zoned by this tank. I mean, they are pretty dangerous for Grimm's infantry. That there is no doubt. But with no, well, I guess there's one Jess tank back here. Otherwise, these are pressured by the Grimm tanks. Maybe going with one recon would be good. Although going no recons at all against Grimm is usually advised, just because it does one-shot them easily. Corners just having missile platforms is a little weird. Fine. Pretty heavily contested. Disco does build another tank over here. It's a little odd. I would have thought the tank would be over here to help support this tank that's actually fighting another tank. This guy's just fighting a recon. It could be that this guy's going to swing over here. And this is... We'll see. So far, the economic advantage is definitely going to Grimm, which is not something you want to have happen in Gun Opener. We're supposed to stop that from happening by harassing. I think the problem just was that while you can't have really quickly deployed recons from this base, all of the cities that your recon can harass are covered by a tank on build. You'd have to do something like you swing down here, force the tank build, and then swing away. Lived at 1. Okay, so this is trading 2 recons for 2 infantry. It's definitely price-wise an expensive trade, but it will delay central captures by a lot. So it could, in theory, pay off just way, way down the line if, like, this city never gets captured for 10 turns or something. Is that in range? That's in range of this other tank. And this tank. It's not covered by its friends. So I think Jess is about to experience a very unfortunate day. Jessica making sure to finish the capture on this bomb tower. Now, you can oftentimes move tanks into range of other tanks, kind of like what I was talking about before, to force engagements. But you'll want to either be drawing the opponent's tanks like way off into a corner where they're doing nothing, or you want to have your tank covered by other tanks, which is to have tanks in range to move where this tank is, or to at least hit all the tiles your tank can be hit from. In this case, that's not happening. I personally think I would have left this recon alive and just finished off this tank. I don't think that recon could do much. Going for the kills isn't bad. This is kind of similar to what I often talk about in Fog, where you don't want to put your infantry next to terrain that your opponent can strike from that's very strong. Especially when it's not covered by its friends. These guys don't quite reach the camp. So in the case here, I think this tank was coming over to try and support the recons. Wasn't quite spotted, and that thing was actually a similar situation. So you can do something like this where you place your tank in range of the other tank, but now it kind of forces you to build a tank from your base so that you cover yourself. If you don't, smack. That makes you really sad. If you do have a tank built here, then when they hit you, go away with your injured one and your full health one. Probably get the kill. So this is a tank, 4 health tanks here. This tank is now covering here. So if this guy comes in, smacks to take this guy out, then this guy can come get revenge. At the flip side though, Chesko has tanks to bring over that can also cover. And then you'll just kind of get caught in these tank wars, so we do have the tank build here. There's also always the possibility of using infantry to get in the way of tank wars. Like if this tank kills off here and then these infantry move forward, blocking the way so this tank can't get that first strike. It can be a painful experience. Gonna have the infantry try and take out the tank. They might do it. Ooh, they did it. That's not the worst thing for Jess, because now these infantry aren't doing something else, like interrupting these captures. Especially because that was, I highly doubt that was a hero. Why not? It's having infantry attack injured tanks is really good, but as you see, you don't really take much retaliation when you're attacking an injured tank. So you can benefit a lot from so here Jess's tank build is going to be really nice. A little questionable for Jugger, or not Jugger, Grim going into this attack on the PC. There's quite a few Grim tanks backing this up. So it might be a lose space. Something that is nice though, although I don't think it might have already been injured, might not. Is the repair costs on this infantry will stop just from getting to 15k. And 15k is kind of one of those benchmark values where you can go tank, infantry buy. Tanks and infantry is 15k. So with the repair here, we get that 14,800, which is not enough to go tank. Go tank base skip, or you can go tank artillery infantry. At this point, you want to attack from off the city so that you can have your tank attack from the city. The tank attack from the city both would help if it somehow survived, but also on the follow-up turns, it's going to attack you. Best terrain possible. Preservation, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get these two cities, which is nice. Yes. Oh. It's a big question mark play. Tank right here. That can come and smack this guy now. First strikes are pretty valuable, especially for Grim, so you want to try and avoid letting that happen. Here you go. Yeah, you can definitely do that as Jess against Grim. Just stall for power and then use that to wipe out Grim. Because of the movement boost you get. We do have a copter introduced by Grim. Grim likes to build the copters because his negative defense doesn't really change the situation when an anti-air attacks a copter. So they're kind of all benefit of just having extra firepower. Looks like we're gonna have the attempt at infantry finish off again. Yeah, we get it again. It's very dangerous to let those first hits happen. First strikes. Black boats used to repair the infantry. Grim definitely seems to know what they're doing. It's a pretty nasty breakthrough here. The Grim's gonna go with this one. That's fine. Just almost has the super. Once you get down in unit count by a significant margin, it gets really difficult to play the game. Because as long as the players are doing a good job of covering each of their units, the units will trade out one for one. So if you get down like 10 units, it becomes easier and easier for your opponent to cover their own units because they have more. So you always are trading one for them and just stay down 10 units like the whole game until you're ending up losing properties just because you can't be everywhere your opponent is. As you saw with this like tank and infantry, the units can work together very nicely. Kills. This base, yeah, it does look pretty artillery lockable. You get something standing in this forest and artillery here. There's the base. Got a cheeky trap. If this infantry goes here, this tank is trapped. Can't go anywhere. Yeah, very nice. Not a great place for this tank to go because it just moved into range of two other tanks. Copter. Just copters don't really want to fight grim copters. This also means you can't build a tank over here. This guy's gonna just get taken out, and then trapping this tank will no longer be quite the victory. We have a mech. Unfortunately, it doesn't get a movement. This is power. If it did, that'd be a pretty play. Copters also don't get the movement boost of the Jest power, so it's not covering this tank. Jest has been doing a pretty good job of placing units on strong terrain. You just have to also make sure you're not placing in opponent's range, and then also you want them in range of your own units. So for instance, this tank being here would be a lot better. It would be out of range of both of these tanks, and it would be covered by a copter. Although covering by a copter doesn't really matter. But it's the general principle of the thing. Looks like Grim's going to try and win in about 3 to 4 turns. Coppers and artillery to kill the black. For some reason, this tank went over here rather than killing off this tank. Very fortunate for us. Everyone else seems to be chatting. They're all lurkers now, Fluffy. That's okay. This is the last game. Starting to wind down. Hey, Airmaster. Any plans to get back in Starbound? Not really. Although you have been showing some pretty nice bases, I can't lie. Very dicey for Jess. this tank is the only thing that would currently benefit from Brave tank. It does interrupt the capture and is doing so in a fairly defensive position terrain-wise. That capture is pretty well. Although at this point you're kind of stuck in only having bad attacks. So the way you would try to make it back is to fall further back to your bases and to your reinforcements, and hope that your opponent kind of overextends and you're able to finish them. What Fluffy's talking about here is that the repair on this infantry, I don't think it was repaired. The money's at. But Fluffy's saying that this repair wouldn't matter because although wasting 100 funds isn't that big, as long as you're not on 1,000. Fluffy very thrifty with funds. Ram is gonna use normal power here. We're gonna have one copter swing on the black. Lots of infantry. Very well done by Chesko to make use of all of the units. Yeah, you definitely hit the black boat with the copter. I think you kill it next turn. Copter's gonna run away. Try and just face off against the other copter. I think this is a mistake where the copter went though. It just hits the super, and then this tank probably just kills this in one hit, and then the copter comes out. There's an X-ray is what we would is what we would say. This copter has an X-ray attack on this one. You can't see it when you click here, but attack range goes. Not a huge deal, because this copter is covered by another copter. So when you go in and hit it, there's a revenge. But in general, you wouldn't want to allow a copter versus copter hit if you don't have to. Especially when you have a really large count advantage. Should be able to find safe spots. There's the super. definitely go hit the tank. Pop. Pop. Very nice. And you can see how scary Jess's super is against Grim. You gotta imagine if there was more than just the tanks on the bases on the map, then Grim can kind of get wiped out. Fortunately, Grim's been doing a really good job at keeping everything. There's almost a guaranteed HQ capture. There might still be. Oh, maybe not with that coverage. If only your opponent wouldn't resign right before a massive army wipe. Happens whenever you play Eagle. Eagle, my least favorite seal. I can understand people resigning. Use the power. 2 attacks. Usually you would save it for, or I guess you could have 3 attacks, but you wouldn't do the third one. You don't want this infantry to get injuries. One lined up to take the HQ. Wow, I would not hit that tank. I would hit the other infantry. A little too to go for infantry on tank hits. That was a very weird play. Definitely keep that guy there. Now there's no full health infantry in range of the capture. Yeah, there wasn't any way to hit. Jess resigns. That's a fair resign, I would say, even with Grim kind of messing up the Q cap. I mean, 29 units to 9. That's very difficult to come back. I think Jess definitely improved as the game went on. It was a good learning experience, and I think Grim overall played very well. Some small hiccups here and there. We can do a quick check of the players' ratings. Oh, Mega Man Zero, that was you? Yeah, the double recon opener was a bit of a mistake for sure. Chesco, hello, I am your new commanding officer. I bribed the local government. I don't know what I'm doing. I would say Chesco is playing pretty well there. You like to think you're decent enough for Advanced War player? Guys, I got some good signatures. Well, GG. I hope people enjoyed the chill stream, and we'll be back Friday with some more replay analysis for the ones you guys have submitted. Yeah, it was. I think you were having some fun there. It was good. That's how you learn. You gotta play. I would recommend playing in League rather than jumping straight into live play, because most of the people on live play are higher rated, and League will have an easier time matching you against people same skill level, but you can still learn a lot in live, and it's a lot shorter. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good day and an apple.
It's Go7, king of the penguins. Of all the penguins, he is king. It's Go7, king of the penguins. Being king of the penguins, that's his thing.